Okay, sounds good.
I'm on YouTube, everybody, live with Brian Massetti. Just looking, we're gonna show a couple Chowchilla videos. The HD Cowgirl Shell 5 years ago. The Dirty Dutchman. Never seen this truck before.
I think it's been parked for a little while. I think Matt Fredericks had that.
I found this is a video so registration. You said Chrissy just opened up registration, right, Bray?
Yes, it's live. She just did it today.
Cool. I wanted to show that video. Here's a nice tour of the 4x4 mod trucks from the Golden State Invitational.
Yes.
What's the dates on that going to be again this year? November what?
November 10th and 11th.
Nice. My birthday's the 9th. That's right. Now I remember that.
That's right. We're going to celebrate.
There's the truck that just keeps winning, but he can't afford a windshield.
Yeah. I think he can. He just doesn't want to at this point.
Yeah, it's fun pitting. I hear it. I enjoy it.
It stings a little more when he beats everybody like that.
Right? All right. Down playing. I need to get rid of. Welcome, everybody. Sunday night. Hope you had a good weekend with Brian Massetti, owner of MLM Motorsports. Chowchilla, Friday, May 12th, like 5 days away. So when you Google Chowchilla, California, Massetti, all you find is that kidnapping in 1976 when those crazy guys like buried those kids underground.
They buried them in a trailer. Yeah, that was a bad deal.
That is a very, very bad deal. So if you're watching tonight, let us know what city and state or country you're watching from. It's always kind of fun to see everybody's watching from. And then also let us know the next poll you're going to attend, either as a spectator or as a puller. And it doesn't have to be a California poll if you live in Ohio. We get that. But Brian Massetti here. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk about the 2023 season. We're going to talk about, obviously we're going to talk about Chowchilla because that's the next poll on the schedule. And I'm going to bring the website up here, MLM Motorsports. You guys have something really cool with this online registration, Brian. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So the last several years, we've been doing everything online. Christy developed the system, and the link for the Chowchilla registration is live now. Right there on our webpage. You just click there. It's super easy to follow through a couple pages there. Basic information for the announcer, and then also we have different class that you click on your class and go right on through.
Yep.
And at the end, after you enter all your information, it will email you your link that you'll then be able to use for the rest of the year. Just to click on that, and like when we say our next event at Stockton Ag Fest, once that registration goes, you can just click your link, boom, you're right there. You don't even have to fill everything out again.
Braden's watching from Indiana. Christy, as the person behind the scenes, what does the online registration, how has it benefited MLM Motorsports from your perspective and the puller's perspective?
Hi. So from my perspective, it's nice to know who's coming and have everything ready and printed before you get there, which makes a big difference in how long it takes to get everybody in the gate. And then also if people are on the road and stuck for some reason and call us and let us know, everything's ready to go when they get there. So it just makes it a lot easier. And then from there, I take all that information, it's already in the computer and ready, and I do a shuffle sort order, and I can forward that into all the rest of the stuff for the rest of the evening to make it a little bit easier for the show organizing.
Yep. Good deal. What are some of the things you've heard from pullers? Like, what do they enjoy about the online registration?
I think they enjoy how easy it is. And then like this year now they only have to enter their information once, so then click and tell us they're coming. Um, 5 years ago at everybody's event, you're having to handwrite your entry form every time.
Yep.
And sure, it takes 5 minutes if that, but when you got people standing in line and it's hot and you want to go hang out and get everything ready, that 5 minutes is important. So
Yep.
Not refill out the same information every single
exactly.
event. So it's nice to do it once and it be set for the year. So yeah.
Well, and then everybody wants to know the polling order. Brian, you got the promoter and the track crew and everyone wanting to know the polling order of the classes, and it takes a lot of the anxiety and the stress out of it as well. I ran with the Outlaws last summer, and they have an app, and we can literally be on our way to the poll. We jump on, pick our class, bang, and then Lori goes in, and we know our polling order, class order. We don't have to go hardly. We just have to go in and check in to get our wristbands, for insurance reasons. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we have to do. It's pretty slick. So
yeah, and we're actually
shout out
working
to
on
you, Christy.
we're working on our
figuring
app
that out.
as well. Yeah, thank you. We'll have an app up soon.
Same thing, like you just said. I mean, it's the way to go. But for a number of years, even before we did the online registration, Christy would print out a spreadsheet, and we would pass that out at the drivers' meeting, so everybody would have a paper copy of the show order and then the class orders.
Yeah, and we also post that on the website as we go. So as soon as about an hour before the show, usually during the drivers' meeting, I post it on the website, so you can usually get to it from there as well. Click in and see the order. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm trying to bring up your cool little thing that you made here tonight, showing the registration. Yeah, this thing. I like this. This is cool.
that's badass.
You're so cool, Christy.
thanks.
I'm a lucky guy.
Yes, you are. But registration is now open for the Chowchilla poll. So how far is Chowchilla from you guys?
Oh, maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. So it's like a hometown poll.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is
Yeah.
The only one closer is the Invitational.
Gotcha. Well, that's got to make you happy.
Yeah.
And it's part of a fair, because I snooped around. It's part of a big fair, right, guys?
Yes, it's the Chowchilla Madera County Fair, and that graphic is the fairgrounds. A little red dot was as small as I can make the tip of my finger, but that's the pit entrance there on Avenue 25. And then all that brown area is dirt there. You can see where the grandstands are. The track will be there. The pits will be to the right or to the east. And then that's the fairgrounds on the left side, the west side. It's a neat little fair. So we enjoy going there and working with them.
It's just fun to talk about truck and tractor pulling again. That's what I like. So
yeah. And this weekend, we hope everybody. I know Fridays are tough. Real jobs get in the way of pulling sometimes, but we do appreciate everybody that can take some time off or take the whole day off and hang out with us. This weekend's kind of cool, little doubleheader. Not for us. We've got Friday night, but then Saturday, Max Cackle has a show in Dixon, which is probably 3 hours north of us, up near Sacramento. So anybody that wants to park their rigs at our shop Friday night, and then we could all head up there Saturday, they're welcome to do that.
Like a convoy. Right.
Yes. Cool convoy.
That would be exactly super cool. Donnie Reeves checking in. He's on YouTube.
I got to hang out with them a little bit yesterday. They both, I think Spike won last night in their class, and they both had good passes. So
was that Los Banos?
Yes, it was.
That's the Valley Tractor Pullers, right?
Yes.
See, look at me learning. I didn't know. A year ago, I didn't know any of this stuff.
You're on the ball.
It's all good. If you're just joining us, I'm with Brian and Christy Massetti. Sunday night, May 7th. 1 week from Mother's Day. So all you kids, listen and watch the show. Mother's Day is next Sunday. Do not let your mother down. Super important that. But Chowchilla, California, this Friday, MLM Motorsports is going to be there. I'm on their website right now. You sent that over to me, Brian, before we went live. Thank you for doing
Yes.
that. So. Now, when I book an MLM Motorsports show, is it the same classes every time, or do you pick different classes for the event, Brian?
No, we pick different classes, but a lot of times we base that on the budget of wherever we're going.
Okay.
This is a smaller fair. They can't afford to run every class we have.
Okay.
But on our website, all the classes are listed. We've got all of our stock and streets, our diesels. If you click on schedule, and then we got to knock that one off, put the next one down right there. So we're running our 58 and 7,200 pound modified tractors, super farm tractors, the hot farms, pro modified trucks, the pro stock, limited pro, and work stock and stock diesel, super stock pickups, and our street pickup classes. So it will be a good show, a good variety.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of economy modified. I think old Bob Branco is going to come over.
Okay.
Hopefully, Matthew Terra was on with you guys last week. So it'll be a good show. It's a good track. They used to be a dirt oval until they leveled it, but there's a lot of clay. There's still a lot of good clay there, so we can usually get a good track. Plenty of room. It's nice when there's nothing at the end of the track. We don't have to worry as much, and we can get some 320s out of them safely.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Ellie, it's either Ellie Palmer or L Palmer says can't wait for Chowchilla. Larry Lopes is watching from Oakdale, California on YouTube.
Nice. Hopefully
He
Larry
says
will
he'll be in Chowchilla.
Yep. Good.
He's got the cool Young Guns Dodge that.
He does. He does. I don't think Young Guns will be here. I don't think he's got all his parts back for his motor yet.
Okay.
But it's good to have him there.
John Bohr, I've never heard of him, but he's registered for Friday.
Oh, you've got this guy is a legend.
Yeah, he went to a drag race.
I heard that.
Yep.
Yeah. I think he's working for John Force now. I don't know.
Well, I had heard Code 3 had picked him up with Tony Stewart's wife. What's her name?
Leah
Pruitt. Yeah, Leah Pruitt was going to bring the Code 3 sponsorship over to John, and she was going to jump in John's truck. That's just the rumor I heard.
Wow. That is it. I hope they're here. I hope Tony and Leah are here this weekend with them. That'd be great.
Well, the last I heard, Tony texted me last night and said they weren't going to go to the race and they were just going to go to the truck pull instead. So go to Chowchilla and see Tony Stewart, Leah Pruitt, everybody. That will be with John Ford.
Yeah, 100% believable there. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you can just say Jason drinks a lot in Wisconsin and he goes live on Facebook. It's okay. So. Chris Daniels says the Duck Den, Nevada. Chris is watching.
Yeah, I think he's coming over.
Good. And John Bohr says we're funny. We are, John. We're very funny.
We really are.
We've been prepping for the show since 5. Well, 5 o'clock my time. So 4 hours ago, we got on and started writing jokes how to make fun of John Bohr live.
Yeah. It's amazing how easy it was too. I mean,
it is. Yeah, it really didn't take us too long to do all that stuff.
Just kidding, John.
He knows. He likes it. I'll give him a hug next time I see him. So.
Yeah. But I do believe that pro mod class with Chris and John and Donnie is going to be a good class. It'll be heavy with trucks, which is good.
Yep.
I'd like to see competition.
Definitely.
The tractors will be good. I think I don't know if they're going to make it. I haven't talked to Brant for a while, but Steve Melanesio is building a twin engine tractor that last Brant and I were texting that they were shooting to have it done.
Okay.
And that sucker's going to be bad. So
now Steve won at your Golden State Invitational both nights in the single engine class.
The single engine. So that chassis now has 2 engines, and then I think they're putting together another tractor with a single. So yeah, if how that single engine ran is any indication of how the twin's going to do, it'll be pretty awesome.
The fact that Brant Sullivan's tuning on it, that's pretty much that's what you need to know there. He kind of hung out with those, kind of knows what he's doing. We're live streaming his his dad's pull, or
Oh,
the Hansel
the
Sullivan Memorial
memorial.
Pull this
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah,
Nice.
pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
Been talking to Donnie about that, and gonna head down there. We'll probably it's about an 8-hour drive for us down there. And then we're leaving our stuff at the Pullers Championships in Nashville on their way home because the next weekend is our Pullers. Pullers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. Wade Bradshaw, looking forward to Friday. Cool. And Show No Mercy, right? That's the name of their truck?
Yes. Yes, that's Doug, Wade's dad. And then Wade also has a work stock diesel pickup that I'm hoping he's bringing.
Okay.
Yeah, love to have the Bradshaws there.
Yep, good deal.
I got to hang out.
It was so fun meeting everybody at the Golden State Invitational. And honestly, the Puller meal that you guys had, that's where you got a chance to really talk to everybody and meet everybody. And that was really fun that you guys did.
That was neat.
Super neat.
So,
yep. I love it.
But another thing, I need to update our website there, but there's going to be an event in between Chowchilla and Willits on June 17th is Stockton Ag Fest. There's been a pull there during the Ag Fest for a number of years. The guy that was running the racetrack, things have changed. We didn't used to put it on, but the Ag Fest people came to us, and so we're working with the Ag Fest folks to put on a pull there June 17th. And we'll be running all the tractor classes. I'll get all the information up there, but I know we're running the 8,000s, 72s, 58s, super farms, pro modified pickups. It is a points pull for us, so we're excited to join Ag Fest and put that one on.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah.
No, I know I've asked you this before, but what is the heart of the pulling season in California? Is it started in May, or what month does it start in? When does it kind of end?
The pulling season starts May 12th in Chowchilla and it ends November 11th in Madera.
Well said. Well said, Massetti. Well said. Proud of you. I tried to trick you and you didn't fall for it.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to catch some heat for that one, but
no, you're not. This is you own MLM Motorsports, and you're supposed to promote yourself. It's okay.
That's the season. Looking forward to Justin being there with Hood Rat too. But
Hood Rat, Hoochie Mama.
Yeah. But in all truth, out here in California, I love it. Love to see Justin at all the pools. The Tulare, the World Ag Expo in February.
Okay.
Max Cackle puts on a pull there. And then there's we tried to do one in March, but we got rained out.
Yeah, I remember that crazy. Where was that one at?
Bakersfield.
That's right. And that was part of the boat and RV show, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
And then Cal Poly's always in April.
Hey, I never got a chance to talk to the boys. Did they look, the pictures I saw, that place was packed.
I am, and I told them, and I am so proud of that group. What they did, they faced some adversity with having to move the event, but they worked with the rodeo team and the rodeo coach, Ben. He was excellent to work with them. The rodeo ended Saturday night at like 9:00, and then a concert started, but then they kind of turned the arena over to the kids, and we went out and helped them, and they brought in, I think, 30 sticks of K-rail, 2 at a time on their school goosenecks. They had to line the arena with K-rail. We cut out 20 feet of the end of the fence of the arena. It was neat to see these kids come together and figure that out, these young adults.
They worked hard all night.
They did. I quit about 1:00 and went back to the trailer and went to bed. I think they were out at least 2, and then they were back up at 6:30 or 7, met at their shop there and started bringing everything over. They barbecued and fed all the pullers. It was neat to see. They did an awesome job. And the rodeo grandstands is smaller than what they used to put up in the field. So they didn't have as much capacity, but man, I think it was, I don't know if it was sold out, but it was packed.
Yeah.
It was really neat to see. Beautiful day.
And the crowd came out.
The crowd was there. They sold tickets on a Sunday with nothing else going on for open house. So
yeah, no, that was the Sunday was what Trevor was worried about when we had interviewed him a couple other times, because it's normally
Yes.
on Saturday.
Yes.
But you know what? For some young adults like that to have a little adversity thrown against them,
Yep.
and for them to kind of rally and get together.
Oh, 100%. They, this is what life's all about. They're going to have to figure it out. And their motto down there is learn by doing. And, or as Dr. Zahn says, learn by redoing. But they, life is not always going to go as it always has and as you plan. So you got to
Right.
make new plans. And they did, and they made it work.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So back to the schedule. So we usually, they're always in April. The Las Banas Fair that was last night, it's always basically the first weekend of May. And then the fair season out here is pretty much, I'd say, May through September, October. And most of our most of our events are at fairs.
Okay.
So the majority of the pulls are from now until September, early October.
I like John Spielman recognizes Christy is here. He says got the boss on tonight. Well, better go Spielman. So,
we don't try to hide it. It's no secret.
No, I don't. The first time I talked to you, you're like, my wife's in charge, and Brian, I'm here for the. I'm here because I'm good looking. You said, what's your exact words? I think something like that.
Appreciate you remembering that.
If you just joined us, I'm live with Brian and Christy Massetti. We're talking about Chowchilla, California, this Friday, May 12th. It's part of the fair. The polling starts at 6 o'clock. We have the map as our background. If you're a puller, registration is open. Go to the website, get signed up. That makes Christy's life a lot easier. And when Christy's happy, we're all happy. Okay, that's how this whole thing works. And just talking about the polling season, June 17th is going to be the Stockton Ag Fest, and then we go into. Let's see. Why don't we just roll through the schedule? Is that okay with you, Brett?
Perfect. Appreciate it.
So there's Chowchilla right there.
Yep.
And then so June 17th is Egg Fest. You said that there's going to that just came on, so you get the website updated.
Yes.
And then Friday, June 23rd, Willits, California.
Yes, we love going up there, the Willits Frontier Days. And then actually that weekend also is another doubleheader. Saturday the 24th, the Valley Pulls for a Cause, the benefit for Valley Children's Hospital is going to be the next day, actually in Las Banas, where we just were last night at the fairgrounds. That's not our show, but we love helping them, and we bring the sled, support them.
Okay.
But definitely a great event to come out to. Eric and Junior and Tyler. I shouldn't have started that. There's 4 guys that are awesome, and their wives that put this event on, and it's that's a great event. We love being a part of that one. But anyways, that's the day after Willits, so June 24th. July, the sled is busy a lot, but we're not putting on any events. And then early August, we go back up north to Ukiah. Great fair we've been going to for, I think, as long as we've been in business, we've been doing that fair.
Okay.
So we really enjoy going up there. Then September, we get kind of busy. We go out to Winnemucca, Nevada. That is, what's that, Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
So it's on Sunday. And then we'll come back to California for our West Coast Diesels event in Santa Rosa, which has grown into a great event. I think we're on year 7 or 8 with them. Great guys, Bill and Tom Wallace, the brothers that own West Coast Diesel. They're great to work with. Great diesel shop too, if you ever need anything done. Mm-hmm. And then a couple weeks later, we're going to go to Turlock with the Souza Memorial Truck Show. And I got to meet C.G. Souza and his family a couple weeks ago. Great people. Really looking forward to working with them. That's a truck, big truck show. They got some beautiful trucks coming out. So we're adding the truck and tractor pull to that. Then I think we take a week off. And then the 14th and 15th of October, we're going to go to the Modesto Junior College. They have a country modified truck that they pull. The MJC students and their advisor Todd came to the Invitational and helped us with the flagging and hooking and unhooking.
Okay.
It was great to have them there, and a lot of those kids hadn't gotten to go to pull yet because everything was shut down for COVID for so long. So it was neat to get them there, and now they're out. They've been out making some pulls this year. Todd and I were talking about they have a pretty sweet building there on campus, pavilion they call it, but it's an indoor pull. The problem is the seating for spectators is very limited.
Okay.
So he sells it out, but then he can't make, I mean, it's a fundraiser for their group, but he can only sell so many tickets. So he was talking about trying to move it to different locations, and I said, man, don't shoot me, but what if we just add another session and you sell that out too? Then you double your income. So we talked about it, and the building was available both of those dates. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna do a Saturday evening and a Sunday afternoon.
Nice.
And Modesto it's about an hour, a little over an hour north of us, still right in the center of California, and a ton of pullers live around there. I think John Bower said he lives 5 minutes from that building, so
Oh, good.
it is literally right in the middle of a lot of pullers. So
That helps when the local pullers can really rally around it too and let people know about it. So.
yes. So then we have a couple weeks to gear up for the Golden State Invitational.
Year number 2.
Year number 2. Who would have
John
thought?
said 2.5 miles.
Oh, okay. Well, so maybe 5 mile round trip.
Yep.
But so yes, the Golden State Invitational. We are excited. I've been talking to. God, I'm terrible with names. We're trying to add the blown 2-wheel drives this year.
Okay.
Do something different. There's none around here. Terry Norton from Idaho. He came out and watched last year, and then messaged me afterwards and enjoyed it. And I said, well, I'd love to talk to you next year. I'm also going to work on Donald Nelson again, and I'm going to need help with that. But I think that weekend, I mean, we're rolling the dice on weather, but I think we're better off because we're away from some other big events that were happening on the same weekend as us last year.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that helps. We can get a few more guys to travel out here.
There's a lot of 2-wheel drive trucks in Texas. We just got to get those guys to come on over, and I'll get you in touch with all of them. So
okay. But I would like to add a class of 2-wheelers. I think it'd be a good addition to the show.
Yep.
So yeah, that's our summer and fall in a nutshell right there.
Yep. Bowden Dieter says he's watching on YouTube. I would definitely recommend the blown 2-wheel drive trucks. He was asking what classes. Bowden, what pull were you asking about? Sorry, we were going through the schedule there, and I didn't see your comment. So.
Well, yeah, I'd love to add the blown 2-wheelers too. The problem is the closest ones are, I think, in Idaho and Texas.
Yeah.
We'll just got to work on it.
Yep. The Chowchilla, now, do you go out and build the track, Brian, or do they do that? Like, how does that work?
No, we will. I'll probably go out Thursday and just open it up and start putting some water in it. And then John Spielman will be there helping me all day Friday.
Okay.
And I know Brad Griffin will be helping too. So it'll be our people.
Okay. So Bowden, the classes for this Friday are 72 and 1,500 pound mod tractors, super farm tractors, pro modified trucks, hot farm tractors, pro stock, limited pro stock, work stock and stock diesel trucks, and all stock and super stock classes. So he was asking what classes are going to be in Chowchilla. So.
Perfect. Yeah. So, and that's a good variety. It'll be a good showcase of what we have.
Yep. Definitely. And your dad will be on the mic, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He does all the MLM Motorsports shows, right?
He does. Until he tells me he's going to quit.
That'll never happen.
Yeah, I hope not.
No. Just when he gets too old and you can't understand him anymore, we'll just give him a mic, a wireless mic, and not put any batteries in it. So I can speak from experience. There's a big Midwest Winter Nationals. It's an indoor pole in Illinois, and there's a bar next door. And I got to doing some shots in between sessions, and they they loved me, and they were nice enough to say, Jason, go find some batteries for your microphone. And then they hit all the AA batteries, and they still joke. This is Brian, Christy, it's not one of the things I'm proud of. It's a funny story now, but back then I don't know if it was that funny. So it was, you drink all that alcohol, and then you're good for like an hour, and then all of a sudden it just goes wham, smacks you upside the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what happens when you start early in the day. You got to be careful. I mean, if you start at the beginning of a poll, you'll be fine.
Right.
But if you got 2 sessions in one day, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself.
Yes.
I'm all in when I go, so I got to be careful.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah, I know how that goes as well.
But speaking of Dad announcing, if I can, I want to thank my whole family again, and that's kind of a recurring theme on these whenever I talk about pulls. But obviously, we know how much Christy does and keeps everything running. No, she's the boss. That's for sure.
But for real, yeah.
Yeah, and Dad, of course, announcing, but not just. I mean, that's the day of the event. That's during the event, but during the day of the event, he's helping do whatever. He's normally driving something to haul, driving one of the vehicles to haul something to the events. He'll be at the shop the day or two before, helping me load everything. When we get home, helps me unload it, put it away. Dad is a huge part of this whole thing. Well, it started with him back in the 70s. Luckily, he kept doing it as my brothers and I grew up, and really luckily, like in '99, somehow he agreed it was a good idea to buy a sled when we were getting into the promoting business, and then that really just took it off. That's when we bought the first one. But so, I mean, without Dad, none of this would be happening. And then my mom is always helping. She's helping Christy with the registration. She usually makes food to take with us, so we all have something to eat before the show or whatever. Because that's, everybody's busy all day, and then it's, oh shit, we're all starving. What are we gonna do? Right. So the mom always has something ready for us. My brother Kevin is a huge part of this deal.
He's special. He's special.
That's a good way to put it.
He likes circle track racing and semis, Peterbilt's to be exact.
He does. I think
he's country music stars.
Yeah, he started a truck driving school for country music stars in case their careers don't take off.
Yeah, he was going to reach out to me about setting up a Facebook page, but he hasn't yet. So I'm assuming that guy's doing okay. So.
But I mean, you never know. It could change.
It's funny because your dad thought for sure I was in on that, because I think some stories that got back to California, that was kind of a wild man. But a lot of those stories, from 10 or 15 years ago, still kind of like, oh no, I'm old. I'm 47 now, but in my early 30s, yeah, I was a Kevin Massetti. Kevin, I would be still in jail. I promise you.
You know what your company name is, right? I mean, that kind of
Beer Money Pulling Team.
Yep. Yeah, correct. So I mean that kind of gives it away, but it's only going to be. It's going to be 85, Lori, not smoking hot. 85. Be nice and cool. That's a cute picture of Lori, too, by the way.
Yeah, that's some Tina Turner there. I like that.
That's very cute.
Sounds like we'll be smoking hot today besides the event, and Kevo, too. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Are the boys going to be around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. James will be driving.
There. Yep.
Yes. Trevor will have the gray truck, and James will drive the yellow truck.
Yeah.
And then Trevor is coming over from school. If he can find somebody else, they'll bring both tractors. They might just bring one. It's hard to find college students with a Class A license to haul their trailers. But he's working on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. Have the whole family there.
You guys ever think you'll have mini rods?
I don't know. That's tough also. Robbie has a couple, but they're between here, and I think they might stay at the Sullivans. Maybe I'm not. Okay, so those are in Kentucky, right? But hopefully Melissa and Cody will bring the baby. They have a couple-month-old baby, or maybe only 1 month. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Beemans just had a baby not too long ago.
I was saying because your profile picture is a couple cute dogs holding up a baby shirt there. So, yep.
Yeah,
She,
the baby's
I
here
don't, she
now.
probably hasn't had time to update her profile picture
Right.
with the newborn. But Cody has
hashtag mom life. So,
yeah. Cody has a limited pro pickup that runs
Yay.
really good. Oh, sweet.
She'll be
Okay,
there.
well, you can leave the truck home. That's better for us. One less to beat up on us. Looking forward to seeing the baby. So before that,
I would think, when I see that question a lot on our shows, our live shows, when can you have this class or when can you have this class? If you guys have to get together with 5 to 10 mini rod pullers and say we're going to be at these events, because I love mini rods. One of my favorite classes. We put them in the Pullers Championship this year, but it adds an extra expense because of that extra sled. It's not fair to you guys, but that's the truth. As a promoter, you have to look at, hey, I only have this much to spend, so, and then if I rent a sled or Brian goes and buys another sled and 2 of you show up, I'm just throwing some ideas out there for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, and the other problem is, like, with the 2-wheel drives. I mean, Robbie has 2 badass minis, but they're running. They're going to be at your event, aren't they?
I'm not sure. No, yeah, they're at the Pullers Championship. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I saw that, but the minis are even further away than 2-wheelers. I think, just physically, in order to get a good class here, that's going to be tough.
It is.
So,
but that's all part of it. But that's what I really, when I tell everybody how to do that, that's what you got to do. Rally your guys, get together. Then you have to commit.
Well, that's the big thing, is the commitment, getting the numbers to show up. So
people have made stuff, they're getting hard to find. There's one in Arizona. I know Rod Crawford has it. He bought Robbie's old one.
Well, that's Robbie's. Yeah, was Robbie's. Yeah. So.
And they kind of, when I interviewed him on one of the West Coast shows with John and the guys, they kind of tag team that. They can use that for some of the smaller other classes as well. So it's not just the mini rods.
No, you're right. When Robbie had it, and when there was more minis out here, we would bring that, and then they would run a lot of our stock pickups. And he could run. That sled was pretty capable. They could run up to the super stock pickups for sure. But yeah, you're right. It's a whole nother ballgame, because you could run any pickup or any antique tractor on a big sled, but you can't run a mini rod on a big sled. So you have to have a mini sled. It's just how it is. It's tough. So.
It'd be we talked about it that night on the show, Brian. But those little mini 2-wheel drive trucks are kind of fun. That they would hook to a mini rod sled as well. That would help somewhat justify it if you wanted to rent another sled or whatever. But just kicking ideas around. That's why we do these shows, to get ideas going around and talk. Sure. And maybe something will stick once. So
sure.
Yeah. So Chowchilla, California. The fair this Friday, 6 p.m. MLMmotorsports.com. If you're a puller, you want to get registered. Of course, all the information is on the Facebook page as well. And then we go to Stockton Ag Fest, June 17th. And then Willits, I think you said the 25th. Does that feel right?
I think it's 24th. It's Friday. Okay. That's another Friday.
And for pullers that maybe haven't heard of the Golden State Invitational out in California, I guess I'll say it for Brian. If you want a chance to get invited to the Golden State Invitational, go to MLM Motorsports Pulling Events. It's for his pullers, okay? So that's the whole idea. It's an invitational, and he's
I don't know how this is going to play out this year. Like, just showing up does not guarantee you an invitation, right? But not showing up guarantees you a non-invitation.
Yeah, he can guarantee you that.
Yeah, that much I can guarantee. We are still going to keep the numbers limited in the classes. We just have to. We want to put on a good action-packed 2-hour show. Last year we ran 72 vehicles down 2 tracks, and we finished finished in just over 2 hours both nights.
Yep.
And it really, that was my goal, and it really blew me away. I was talking to Dana Purser at the starting line right before Wayne pulled on Friday night, and she says, if you had told me, no, she says, I never would have believed we'd be running right now with this many hooks here. She said, I've never seen a bull go so fast. And I said, well, that's what we have to do here, because the crowds here, granted that one they might have stayed for a 2.5, 3 hour show, but at fairs, after 2 hours, they're gone. The crowd is just gone. So we went
Well, and
back out.
honestly, you've said the fairs want them back out on the midway spending money.
Exactly.
Riding rides,
Exactly.
wasting money on games.
Yes. And I get that. But we just got to make it work. Got to do what we have to do. So
Totally respect that. It's all good.
Yeah. So, and then you hit on it earlier, but I also want to wish all the moms happy Mother's Day. Thank you, moms, for letting us do this, and wives, moms of our kids, and none of this would happen without all of our moms supporting us and supporting this event and looking out for all of us doing this crazy stuff. So
Agreed.
happy early Mother's Day. And I am blessed with an awesome mom, and then I was blessed again with an awesome wife that is an awesome mom to our kids. So, boys, if you are listening, don't forget Mother's Day is Sunday.
Yeah, I'm trying to help out a little bit there with everybody.
Yeah.
So I'll text Trevor. I'll give him.
Okay.
Give him
Thanks. Thanks.
No, the most important thing we ever do is raise our kids.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Get them ready for the real world and all the idiots out there. So
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
There's plenty of them.
Cool. Plenty of them. So, well, thanks for watching tonight, everybody. We hope to see you in Chowchilla this coming Friday. It's in California. Starts at 6:00. It's at the fair. Go out and support MLM Motorsports. If you're a puller, get registered on the website now, and that helps them plan and get everything set. So.
Yes, we are looking forward to it. We're looking forward to a great season. It was neat to catch up with some old friends yesterday, and I got to talk to Donnie and Lori for a while, and other people I haven't got to see for quite a while because we just haven't been pulling or getting together. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody. We got a busy summer ahead of us, and it's going to be fun.
Enjoy the cool weather for a few more times.
This one, 85, is going to be nice because coming up, it's fixing to get hot. So
about to get real. About to get real. So
yeah. So
all right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you. See you Friday.